All right, in today's episode, I'm really excited to welcome our next guest. I will give her an opportunity to introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alicia Mullery. I have a dual role. I am a senior director at Gartner. I work with IT executives, advising them on their strategy and transformation. And I am also a certified life coach where I work with successful female millennials who just aren't happy. And I came to this work because, I've spent 13 years at Gartner. I've had a lot of fun, traveled all over the world. I now live in London. I have this beautiful life. And from the outside, people would say, wow, your life is perfect. But it didn't feel perfect from the inside. It felt like, is this really all there kind of is? And so I had to do a lot of soul searching to figure out, what do I want? What does fulfillment mean? And now that I've learned a lot of that and the tools, now I use that with my clients and with the executives I work with.
Alicia, you work with executives and I work with attorneys. And, when you engage with individuals that are in high performance expectation capacities, how do you help them define specific and SMART goals?
I think one of the big questions that I will often ask them is, when you talk to an executive, they'll often have like a company line and a high level tagline that we all know. We want a digital transformation. We need efficiency, and all the words that don't mean a lot. I ask two questions, honestly. I say, how will you know when you have that? Which suddenly pulls them down and makes them get really specific. How do you know when you have that? Or if you get on the call and sometimes you get an executive who's super in the weeds. They'll be like, well, we need to have an SAP, ERP, blah, 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 blah. And I'll go, absolutely. What's that going to get for you? And that's my other question to pull them back up. And that just starts the conversation for us to have, what is it you're really looking to achieve? Yeah. That's usually how I try to bring them in. I personally believe that we can't really change anybody else. We can only change ourselves.
That's a good point.
And if you're an executive and you want to lead, you have to do a lot of that by example, and you have to examine. I was working with a client recently where we were talking about behavior loops, where if I want someone to change their behavior, they're acting a certain way, probably because I'm acting a certain way. And then we get stuck in this behavior loop, right? Like I want them to be more entrepreneurial, but I lead them in a way that's asking them exact question. So I create a behavior loop. And I think what I want to work with executives on is thinking about, how do you personally need to change? What are the things you want to mirror or, and share for your audience, for your teams, for the people that you need to inspire to change?
Pure excellence, Alicia. Wow. So look, thank you for the impact. Thank you for your time investment. And I just believe gratitude is undefeated. So I really appreciate your time. Any closing thoughts or words for us?
Thank you, Chuki. No, this was so great. It's great to be a part of your podcast. And I think it's so important to think about, this kind of work mindset, think about authenticity. I think if the world considered these things, we'd be in a very different world, which we need.
Absolutely.
So thank you.
And you could just drop the mic on that, right? Thank you so much.